If you want a turntable that plays records beautifully, connects to your computer to preserve your collection digitally, and includes a built-in phono preamp so you can plug into any speaker without extra equipment, the Audio-Technica AT-LP120XUSB is the machine most reviewers point to first. Tech Gear Lab tested it alongside every major competitor and called it the best turntable available for less than $500 for most people. The AT-LP120XUSB is Audio-Technica's updated version of the original LP120, which built a devoted following among beginners and working DJs alike. At around $250, it sits above the casual entry-level category, but well within reach for anyone ready to take vinyl seriously. Louder Sound describes it as an unflappable machine with a sense of extreme sturdiness in both its physical build and its sonic character, which is exactly what you want from a turntable you plan to use every day. The AT-LP120XUSB is a direct drive turntable, meaning the motor connects directly to the platter without a belt. The quartz-controlled speed regulator monitors and maintains platter speed continuously, and Louder Sound praised the remarkable steadiness of playback even during challenging conditions. It covers 33 1/3, 45, and 78 RPM, handling your entire collection regardless of era or format. For a beginner who wants a turntable that simply works correctly every time, the direct drive design delivers that reliability from day one. The factory-mounted AT-VM95E dual-magnet cartridge is one of the most significant things this machine offers at its price. Trusted Reviews describes it as over-specified for the overall cost, which means Audio-Technica fitted a cartridge here that competes with accessories on more expensive turntables. The elliptical stylus retrieves more detail from the groove than a spherical tip, and the entire VM95 series uses interchangeable styli, so upgrading in the future is as simple as sliding a new one on without realigning the cartridge. The switchable built-in phono preamp on the rear panel allows the turntable to connect directly to any amplifier or powered speaker, regardless of whether it has a dedicated phono input. Most turntables at this price require an external phono stage as an additional purchase, but the LP120XUSB includes one, so you can use any speaker system you already own. When your system evolves, you switch the internal preamp off and bypass it. Tech Gear Lab calls this combination of convenience and future flexibility one of the clearest advantages this machine holds over comparably priced competitors. The USB Type-B output on the rear panel lets you connect the turntable directly to a Mac or Windows computer and record your vinyl as digital audio files. Audio-Technica includes a USB cable and Audacity software in the box, which handles the recording process. The workflow is simple. Connect the cable, open the software, press record, drop the needle. For anyone with out-of-print albums, rare pressings, or personal recordings, this feature makes preservation genuinely accessible without purchasing additional hardware. The AT-L120XUSB weighs 17 pounds, and that weight communicates itself immediately when you pick it up. Louder Sound describes the result as a needle that simply will not budge, even when moving around the same room or placing equipment on the same surface. The aluminum platter adds rotational inertia for speed stability, and the dampened feet isolate the mechanism from surface vibrations. The overall silhouette takes clear visual inspiration from the legendary Technics SL1210, and the strobe target light allows visual speed verification at any time. Tech Gear Lab found that only the Project Debut Carbon sounded slightly better in strict side-by-side comparison, with differences that were only apparent in careful listening sessions. In isolation, they say flatly that the LP120XUSB sounded great, and they doubt anyone would be disappointed.
What Hi-Fi praises its tonally even-handed presentation with low-frequency solidity, mid-range detail, and top-end crispness all integrated naturally. Tech Gear Lab's conclusion is that it gets 95% of the way to the best sound at this price, while offering more convenience at a lower cost.
Out of the box, the AT-LP120XUSB includes stereo RCA cables, a USB cable, a grounding wire, the AT-VM95E cartridge pre-mounted and pre-aligned, a 45 RPM adapter, a slip mat, a dust cover, and Audacity software. The head shell accepts standard half-inch mount cartridges, so the entire market of replacement and upgrade cartridges is open to you as your interest grows. Everything needed to start playing records and digitizing your collection is included in a single box, with no additional purchases required before your first listening session. The AT-L120X USB suits three types of buyer equally well: the complete beginner who wants everything included and sounds genuinely good without extra research, the vinyl enthusiast who wants to preserve their collection digitally before records age further, and the listener who wants professional-grade direct drive hardware with pitch control and reverse function at an accessible price. Tech Gear Lab's conclusion is that it offers the easiest and best overall experience of any turntable they tested at this price, and unless you are willing to spend more for slightly better sound, this is the best choice available.
The AT-LP120X USB does have two honest limitations worth knowing. There is no automatic tone arm return at the end of the record, so you need to lift the arm manually when the side finishes, which requires more attention than fully automatic alternatives. And EquipBoard notes that strong external vibrations can cause skipping, so placement on a stable, isolated surface matters more than with heavier suspended designs. Neither of these limitations affects the core listening experience in a typical home setup, but they are worth knowing before you buy, so your expectations are accurate from day one.
The Audio-Technica AT-LP120XUSB delivers a package that Tech Gear Lab calls the best turntable for less than $500 for most people. A factory-mounted AT-VM95E cartridge, quartz-controlled direct drive stability, a switchable built-in phono preamp, USB digitizing with software included, 3-speed playback, pitch control, and a 17-pound build that Louder Sound calls physically unshakable, all for around $250. If you are starting your vinyl journey, want to preserve your collection digitally, or want professional-grade direct drive at an accessible price, the AT-LP120XUSB is the machine to get. The link to the best current Amazon price is in the description. Hit like if this helped, and subscribe for more honest audio guides every week.